You already know you're wired differently. You've got 17 browser tabs open, 4 half-finished projects, a notebook full of ideas you'll definitely get back to, and a growing list of skills you genuinely want to learn. Coding, painting, Portuguese, sourdough, maybe astrophysics. The problem isn't motivation, you have too much of it. The problem is what to do with it. So today, no fluff, no, just pick one thing advice. We're going into the psychology of how to actually work with a brain like this. 7 tricks, all grounded in real research. Let's get into it. Trick number 1, interest stacking. Most productivity advice treats your interests as competitors. Pick one, kill the others. But psychology disagrees. Self-complexity theory says people with multiple distinct self-concepts are actually more resilient. So instead of choosing, try combining. Love psychology and design? Make infographics about cognitive biases? Love music and history? Build a playlist project by decade. That overlap between 2 interests? That's your next project. Trick number 2, the novelty budget. Your brain is a novelty-seeking machine. Every new interest triggers a dopamine hit, which is why you keep starting things. But that same dopamine pulls you away once the novelty fades. The trick is to budget it, not fight it. Set aside 1 weekly novelty hour where you're allowed to explore something new. The rest of the week, you return to existing work. You're not saying no to new things, you're saying not right now. That distinction is everything. Trick number 3, the 72-hour cooling off rule. When a new interest grabs you hard, you want to rearrange your whole life around it immediately. That's hot cognition, decision-making driven by emotion, not reason. The fix? Write down the idea in full, then wait 72 hours before committing any money or time to it. After 72 hours, your prefrontal cortex has re-engaged. If you still want it, great. If the urge has faded, you just saved yourself weeks of half-hearted effort. Trick number 4, identity anchoring. A lot of multi-interest people don't lack focus. They lack a stable identity anchor. Self-concept research shows that when you know who you are, decisions get easier. So instead of defining yourself by a specific skill, define yourself by a trait that runs through all your interests. Are you a maker, a storyteller, a connector of ideas? Pick one word, then filter every project through it. Does this let me be that person? It cuts decision fatigue instantly. Trick number 5, the parking lot system. Every idea floating in your head is eating up working memory, which has a very limited capacity. The more you juggle mentally, the less bandwidth you have for actually doing anything. This is where cognitive offloading comes in. Create one dedicated place, a doc, a notebook, an app, where every idea goes immediately. No filtering, just park it. Your brain stops holding on once it knows the idea is captured. The mental queue clears. Review it weekly, and the ideas worth acting on will make themselves obvious. Trick number 6, variable reward scheduling. BF. Skinner found that variable rewards are the most compelling, which is why slot machines and social media are so hard to put down. You can use the same principle on yourself. Long-term projects lose novelty fast, and that's exactly when your brain starts hunting for something new. The fix is building micro-novelty into existing projects. Introduce a small constraint, try a different format, add an unplanned challenge. You're feeding the novelty-seeking urge within the project, not letting it drag you away from it. Trick number 7, the portfolio mindset. Most productivity culture is built on depth. Go deep, become an expert, win. But researcher David Epstein found that people with range, broad experience across many domains are often better at creative problem-solving and pattern recognition than specialists. So stop thinking of your interests as unfinished chapters. Think of them as assets in a portfolio. A portfolio doesn't need every asset to be complete. It needs them to be valuable, and the value comes from how they connect to each other. When you see it that way, you stop feeling behind. You start seeing what you've already built. The world is full of specialists. It's genuinely short on people who can think across things, who bring a musician's timing to a business pitch or a coder's logic to a creative problem. That's you. You don't need to be fixed. You need better tools. Use these 7, see what clicks, and if you want to go deeper into how this brain actually works, the last video covers all of it. Links in the description. See you in the next one.